I did not
that's
expect,
not her.
the wig. I did not expect that wig.
Everybody's saying she looks like Leslie Jones's daughter, not Janet Jackson's
Oh, damn
daughter.
bad person. Ain't nothing changed but a chicken wing.
Pink Diamond Chicken Wing Chain. Are you dumb?
Yeah.
The house wasn't in her name because she knew she owed motherfuckers money. That's why the house wasn't in her name.
That's true. That's true. Well, shit, they better come after her damn mama ass, start garnishing her checks, honey, down at the thrift store, wherever she working at.
They better not start garnishing her mama name. I'll be like, look, bitch, this I was about to get pulled right in your name.
Right. Sheree living in the lap of luxury, honey. Her mama checks getting garnished like a motherfucker. See that?
This just leads me to believe that she has no job.
I don't think she had a job. Like, I mean, where's Sheree gonna work? She can't just be at Barnes and Noble just chilling. Like, is she college educated?
Blog Talk Radio.
On tonight's episode,
apparently Janet Jackson's daughter comes forward after 31 years, but people are saying she looks more like Leslie Jones's daughter. Tyra B is replacing Nick C on America's Got Talent, and daughter is acting like a DUI fool. There's so much more to talk about tonight. What's good, everybody? This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you're listening to the one and only Confession Session. What's going on tonight, everybody? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How are you doing, Miss Angelica?
I'm doing fantastic. I just signed my lease today because I know I'm moving in May. I'm so excited. So, yes, everything is looking pretty nice, looking pretty good. I had an extremely busy week, so it has just been crazy. But overall, blessed, thankful, happy. Everything is going pretty good. Still working out, still trying to eat healthy, even though I got some Popeyes for dinner today. Yes, just good. But but other than that, everything is going good. How has your week been? Everything been going with you?
Everything's been looking up. So everything that I have been stressed out about over this past week is starting to look, starting to be brighter, I guess, if you can say. I can see I can see clearly now the rain is gone, if you will. I'm saying, being real corny like a motherfucker. But I mean, I'm just, feeling good because it's like I was so stressed, and it's just like it's almost over. I'm almost done everything that's been all this bullshit. But today, though,
right.
I was trying to hold on to my, my raggedy ass. Everybody I fuck with, they know I have like the raggediest 6, that I've had. I've dropped like a million times. And, every time I dropped it, because I'm one of those people, like, I never keep a case because, like, when I do have a case, I struggle. I don't know if it's because my hands are big or if it's just like, I don't know. I just fucking hate cases. So I drop my shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? And today it was like the final, like it was just, all downhill, you know what I'm saying? So I dropped the phone or whatever, and I couldn't use this. I was just like, finally, I have to go get this stupid-ass phone, waste this fucking money on this punk-ass phone. So I got a new phone today or whatever. I like it, the little 7. But I always feel like I'm like super late behind on everything because every time I get a new phone, it's like it's an iPhone 27 out now, and I'm still on the 7 now. You know what I'm saying? Because isn't like the iPhone 8 coming out later on this year?
I have no idea.
I was trying to hold out for that, and I'm just like, niggas can never be on time for nothing. Late for life, late for, cell phones.
It's okay. It's okay. It is A-okay. Nothing to be ashamed about, because I'm the same way. Like, I'll be the type of person, I'm like, look, I'm not about to get a new cell phone at all. Like, you can count me out. And next thing you know, my husband, he gets a new phone or he gets a new watch or, he's so, tech savvy, technology, this is his thing. So as soon as I see him working with his show, I'm like, I think I need to get me that Apple Watch. Or I need to get me that new phone. This is the new stuff it can do. I feel like he's just being persuasive. And I'm always the gullible individual that wants to get it too. So that's the only reason why I'm telling you. Because if not, I would still have a singular wireless phone if it wasn't for him. Do they even make them bitches anymore? I don't know, but I would still have one if it wasn't for him.
No, I feel you. I'll be walking around with a flip phone like a motherfucker, not giving a damn.
Yes, flipping the shit out of that motherfucker. Oh, you get text messages and they free? Damn, I didn't even know about that. Okay, well, I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying? But So you guys, we just want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. Before we get started, because we got a ton of crap to talk about, like I said earlier in the pre-episode, and then just mentioning all the shit that we have to talk about on our Instagram, Facebook page. It's crazy. So make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, and, of course, our podcast from Blog Talk. If you guys got some confessions to send to us, you can do it right now at our email, confessiontous@gmail.com, and we will read it out loud, and we will give our opinion, and we will hear everybody else's opinion on it. But before we get into our hot topics, Jen, do you want to hit them with that question of the day?
Absolutely. Question of the day, or as I should say it, or we should say it. What is the confession of the day? Today, the confession of the day is, why do we try to make relationships out of situationships? If you all know
why you do that?
Why do we try to make relationships out of situationships? And onto those hot topics. Sorry, you all, about the background noise. It's just life, and the weather and outside. I have the windows open.
Hear no damn background noises. Shit,
okay, I'm just making sure because I can hear. And all these microphones just be tripping sometimes. It's just too clear.
Well,
according to the
Roots, my background, you know what the deal is. Somebody's getting shot over here, dog. Just wait.
According to the Root, yesterday, Washington Post reporter Wesley Laurie, who uncovered the U.S. District Court document this article is based on, tweeted the following: "Everything you think you know about Mike Brown case is wrong, and the man who killed him admits it. There are unanswered questions about the Ferguson shooting. But a lot of assertions in this piece going viral today are wrong. In the court documents reveal none of these things after documentarian released a video this past weekend that dispels the myth of the Mike Brown corner store robbery. More information is emerging about the N-word using patrolman who was accused of racial discrimination and excessive force even before he pumped at least 6 bullets to Brown on August the 9th of 2014, killing him. And new court documents revealed that Brown never tried to take the officer's gun, never struck the officer, and did not initiate any contact with Wilson, who was cleared of wrongdoing by a secret grand jury in November of 2014. Wilson also tweeted, "He's not asked others. He can't interfere. Entire narrative by filling in the blanks based on he's not asked." And Wilson admits that Brown did not try to remove your gun from your holster. That is not the same as admitting you never reached for the gun.
So you've been already acquitted, of course, so you can just admit anything that you want to admit now. So everything is all good now because you know you're not going to go to jail for this crime. You piece of shit, but you need to realize, once again, as I always say, whatever you do in the dark is always going to come out in the light. And not only that, but, what you do to somebody is going to happen to you. So I wouldn't be surprised if his death is by 6 bullets being pumped in his ass. You kill a man, and now you up there trying to admit, this didn't happen the way I said it happened. You fucking liar. I cannot deal with this type of stuff. It's disheartening. And it makes you once again afraid of the police. And I believe that you said in a post back when we was talking about this, if you're scared, if this is the type of job you're in, and you're scared that confronting witnesses and stuff like that, this is not the type of job that you need to be in. You need to go sit your ass down in a clerical office and write up some paperwork. Because if the first thing you do is pulling out a gun and shooting somebody, this is not the type of job you need to be in. This is disgusting. How do you feel about it?
Same shit. I'm over all this bullshit. Like, we know what it is. Like, I mean, when it came out last week that the motherfucker didn't steal from the store, and they're still trying to prove a point as to why he was eventually gunned down when clearly he didn't. I mean, it was nothing that the man did. Like, he was shot in the back. Right. It was all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I'm just fucking over it. Like, the man then got off. The case is over. Yeah. I just hope that now, we as a people, we've realized, to look deeper into the situation and not just assume. I don't think it's black people as far as like other groups or whatever, look deeper into the situation and realize what the fuck is going on and how being a black person in this country, when you are approached by a police officer, automatically, like, they're coming at you with an intense situation. And
yeah.
I mean, like Mike didn't do any fucking thing wrong, like nothing. Like he didn't steal, he didn't try to fight the cops, and it's still all this bullshit. It's like he's still dead. And they want to tell us to act right and do the right thing, and we can avoid conflict. And
we're doing the right thing, and we're still getting murdered. So, and it's not funny.
Exactly. So it's like, what the fuck do you do? Like, do you just like stay in your house? You know what I'm saying, to avoid everything?
No, you put your best voice on, and officer, how can I help you today? How can I help you stay alive? That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm trying to let you know I don't want to die today. God damn it. I want to be alive, and I want to live, and I want to make sure that my son has a mom to look up to, and I'm going to teach him the same thing because my son is young. He's 4 years old. He's going to be a black man in this world. And listen, when you get pulled over by a cop, boy, you better put your Princeton voice on. You better put your Harvard University voice on, and you better get it popping because the last thing I want to hear about is somebody murder my baby. You know what I'm saying? And
honey, that's not
once
enough.
again.
You can act whatever, say whatever. It just happens if they woke up on the side of the bed or if they got issues, and it's just a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, every cop that, I think I was on the show. I think like one cop I dealt with was like an asshole, but for the most part, I've dealt with like cops who are good guys, and they didn't want to make the situation go left. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's doing the wrong fucking thing, and they need to be held accountable for it. Like, they are supposed to protect us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing them no favors. They taking money out of our fucking taxes for these bitches. Like, do right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
I pay taxes every year.
Me too,
pay them bitches every year. Too much.
Lord,
and I got to worry about getting killed in this country. Like, fuck that.
You're right, 100%. Y'all, so we're going to talk about Janet Jackson, alleged daughter, who came forward after 31 years. So her name is Tiffany White, and she lives in Philadelphia. She is supporting James DeBarge's claim that, he had a child with Janet Jackson who was given up for adoption before this lady in 1985. And she says, I kept this a secret for a very long time. I want people to know the truth. Janet Jackson has been denying me for many years. I waited 31 years, and I want people to know the truth. Now it's time for me to tell my truth. After growing up in foster care system, she learned 7 years prior that Janet Jackson was indeed her mama. And in an attempt to confirm her identity, I believe her name is Ederline DeBarge, which is apparently her grandmama. They took a blood test, and the blood test proved to be a match. So I'm just like, damn, that's deep. But if you guys go to my Instagram page, Confessions to Us, you guys can look at the information, you look at the photo. Jean, do you feel like just based off looking at the photo and everything that you read on this article that Tiffany Janet is Janet's daughter?
So is she saying that? Is she saying that she took a blood test, or is this like what the family's saying? Is this like what media saying, that, or is it because based off of what she looks like, she don't look like neither one of them? Like, I seen a picture of it was a girl. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand how complexions work, because I come from a family where it's like one generation is bright light and then the next generation is dark as night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand that. But as far as like, she don't look shit like nothing. Like, it's no features, no nothing. Like, it's not besides the complexion. Like, you know what I'm saying? So is she saying this? Did she come out like, did she even know who she is? Or have they already had this conversation? Has he already took a DNA test to prove that this is his daughter?
What it says. It says that Ederline DeBarge, Tiffany's alleged grandmother, took a blood test on her own, and that proved to be a match. So that's why I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, it's a possibility. But then, looking at the photo, I'm like, damn well Janet Jackson is not your mama, okay? Like, that's what I was thinking.
Like, she could be Janet Jackson's mama. I'm just being for real. Like, she look old as fuck. Like, damn. I mean, I guess she would be in her, what? She would be in her 40s, I guess, right? So maybe, or late 30s, maybe.
Janet Jackson's not that old. Janet Jackson is 50 years old, so she's in her 40s. That's impossible. Janet Jackson did not have a baby at 10 years old. So, like, that's kind of impossible.
But no, she had it as a teenager, didn't she? Like 14, 13, 14, some shit like that.
Okay, but the girl came forward after 31 years old. If Janet Jackson is, I guess, okay, if she's 50 years old, then, yeah, that's a possibility. But, I mean, I can't see it. I just
don't think that. I mean, it's nothing. It ain't nothing going on that look like they can be. Because James DeBarge is clearly, whatever, they clearly look mixed. And Janet Jackson ain't half-stepping. They ain't going to,
no.
There's no shade, but they're not finna come looking like, looking like that.
Then she got makeup
maybe,
on and eyelashes
maybe one of them
on,
parents
like,
and somebody else, but with them two together, that would produce a very racially ambiguous child, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
If you will. It's just, yeah, I was like, that's not Janet Jackson's daughter. Now, I had seen a photo back in the day of a girl who they was like, oh, this is Janet Jackson's daughter, and I could tell that was not a photo of Janet Jackson. And that girl, however, looked just
that's
like
who I thought it was. Like, I thought it was.
Too.
It was like, what you talking about? It was like a girl with, like, I don't know. She was like light skinned, really pretty.
Yes, beautiful. It looked just like Janet. I'm like, no,
yeah, and I was like, oh yeah,
that's
her damn baby. That's what I honestly thought that's who this person that was coming forward was going to be, that girl, like that same girl.
Me
like, you know
too.
what I'm saying? I didn't expect,
that's not her.
the wig. I did not expect that wig. Did you see the wig, though? Like, I'm like, damn. Like,
I seen the wig. I seen the wig, and everybody.
And then you got on a tough wig.
Like
that wig was thick. Like,
everybody saying she looks like Leslie Jones's daughter, not Janet Jackson's
oh, they're
daughter.
a bad person. They are that person. People need to stop doing Leslie Jones like that.
Hey, that's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. But this is interesting. I'm sure we're not going to hear more about this, just like we didn't hear more about Bill Clinton's alleged son when we talked about that last year. So it's just like people be coming out the woodworks trying to just get. I'm sure I can sit up there and be like, look, I'm the daughter of somebody, and they're going to put me on the media and all of that stuff. And it's like, okay, hey, now confession session is really popping. Let everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will lie every day, B. You know, people lie
that don't even like
day.
know their. I guess what you don't. All you have to do is like not know your daddy or not know your mama, and then you can just make up some shit.
Just lie. You know, that's not Janet Jackson's daughter. Girl, stop lying. Go get your life. Get it. Get it.
Anyways, internet cooking sensation Auntie Fee, also known as Chef's sister girl, is fighting for her life after a massive heart attack. TMZ was first told by Fee's nephew, Sosten Price, and sister Aisha that the 59-year-old died Tuesday after the medical emergency. However, they've now learned she's on life support surrounded by family at Harbor UCLA Medical Center after being rushed by ambulance. Auntie Fee, whose full name is Felicia Odell, went viral in 2014 after posting her recipes for good-ass chicken and sweet treats for the kids. She went on to appear in the movie Barbershop 3. She also came to TMZ to hook up with her own recipes for them as well.
That chicken recipe is on point.
I know.
Them chicken wings is on point. Y'all better check out Auntie Fee's video. You know, them chicken wings be wang-a-dang. You know, no.
And y'all know I live for some good-ass chicken, like, no shade. Like, not to be black, but I just love some good-ass. I mean, everybody knows me. They know I just love some good-ass fried chicken, like some good-ass wings. Like, oh, my God. They just be looking so delicious and not nutritious, nigga. You said what?
I said, you remember when I came to your house and they like that steak meal for your birthday or whatever, and like it was so good. You was just like, Angelica, this shit is so good. And I was like, I know it is, nigga, because I can cook. No. but no, this is sad. This is sad. You know, and I don't understand why they mentioned that she died when, in fact, she's on life support. Like, because you can be on life support.
Yeah, because it was TMZ that actually reported that, and then like somebody had tweeted out, like, no, she's not dead. Like, you know.
People be lying.
And I guess they had to come and retract their statements. You know, all these motherfuckers be out here just trying to get to the news first and lying like a motherfucker. They don't even care, and don't even care, But yeah, I mean, I wish the best for them. Like 59 is so young. Like, oh my God.
It is. And it's like
that has
she
to be
cooking all that
devastating.
chicken and that grease. She need.
I know, and that's what I be thinking about
you
too.
Need to cook. Yeah, Auntie Fee, you need to cook chicken every once in a while. You can't be just frying up that grease and putting all that sauce and everything on there all the time because it will harm your body. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't look out of shape or anything. She looked good to go. But like I see the Bare Aspirin commercials and all of that. Like a heart attack doesn't care who, what shape you are in or anything. You can be in good shape, you can be in bad shape, and you can still have a heart attack. So it is sad, and I really hope that she comes out of the heart attack and be cooking up some more, tenders and stuff like that in the future. But we'll definitely keep you all posted up on this topic. Auntie Fee, I pray for you and your family, and I hope you all are, getting blessed and doing well. Speaking of another tragedy, Tyler Perry's father, y'all know Tyler Perry, Madea, lost his mansion in a suspected electrical fire in his home in Louisiana. It was unfortunate, and it was stated that he lives in Greensburg, Louisiana, and on Monday, the fire district, they did believe that the fire was sparked by electrical issues. The flames could be seen from miles away, and the home was declared a total loss. This man is Tyler Perry's father. However, he is not his biological father, but he did raise Tyler Perry. He did state overall that he's glad that him and his daughter made it out alive, because if it didn't happen at this point, it could have happened at another point. And it started, they said that they heard some popping noises in the attic, and it turned into just a raging fire that needed a crew of almost 50 firefighters to battle. So that itself is insane. I was like, oh, my gosh, like, you lost your mansion, but to hear how humble he is, to hear, like, I'm happy that I'm still alive, me and my daughter. This is just a house. I can get another house. My son is Tyler Perry. He can pay for one. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, that's what you do. You depend on your kids. So no, I'm joking. I'm being an asshole. But it is nice that he was so humbled about the situation, and it is sad. Like, man, nobody ever wants to lose a house, like, especially a mansion. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't have to pay for.
That's what I was thinking, like, God damn, like, that must suck, like, that whole fucking house is. But, I mean, I'm sure he has insurance, and clearly if it was an electrical fire. See, I thought it was some insurance. Shit like, he's at the house smoking a cigarette and fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some devastating shit. Like, you lose a house and it's your fault, like. But, I mean, Tyler Perry is rich as fuck, so. But I'm sure a lot of memories are gone, and he probably has stuff that he can't get back, so that's besides the point, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
100%.
I know. Sad business.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to the next topic, guys.
Yes. Tyra Banks is reportedly being the new host for America's Got Talent.
I don't know if I like
I'm sorry, y'all know I'll just be all over the place.
And he's not even going to be talking about Tyra Banks either. He's actually going to be talking about
LeVar Bell, better known as father to UCLA guard Lonzo, as well as two high schoolers, LiAngelo and LaMelo. Lord, there's some ghetto-ass names. Thinks his three sons are worth $1 billion in a package deal, according to Darren Rovell of ESPN. He adds that his prospective brand will not be required to pay the $1 billion up front, and that he would graciously accept $100 million a year for a decade. This is rather preposterous, people are saying, because of the fact that Michael Jordan is receiving $100 million in royalty a year, and also LeBron James has earned a lifetime royalty agreement of $1 billion. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he said if Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour pass on his contract, that all of his sons will be signed to his Big Baller brand.
First of all,
I think that's dope. I think that's kind of dope to have high hopes and dreams for your children.
It is. I just want to, first of all, before I say anything else, I want to tell you guys too, people who are consistently calling the show, we are still looking for our Quan. Y'all know Butter Smooth, Butter Brown, and Quan show. We're still looking for our Quan, that person that calls in all the show and just be that person that we just have on the show, just talking shit. Okay, we're still looking for that individual. But not only that, as far as this topic goes, you can't compare yourself to Michael Jordan. You can't compare yourself to Adidas or Nike. This is just something that you cannot do. And I understand that your sons are out here and all of this and all of that and all of whack, but you need to be more humble. Now, I love a negotiating man. I'm not even going to sit there and lie. My husband negotiated my car. He negotiated the insurance rate, negotiated the cell phone bills, negotiated a whole lot of shit. I can go on with a list of shit that he negotiated and got it popping. I even remember a time where I had a car bill. My car had to get fixed for $5 or some dollars. This man, and I kid you not, and I have the actual proof on my Facebook page. This man negotiated that price and got it down to $84 motherfucking dollars. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that I love a negotiating man, but once again, you cannot compare yourself to big stars and people who have been out there in the industry. You need to work, and you need to be able to prove that you are worth this amount of money. You can't just sit up there, my sons need to get $1 billion, but like, bruh. Ain't nobody
like that. You gotta think about $1 billion is a lot of fucking money. Like, and you just feel like you're advertising for a company, so the company has to make $1 billion off of your products first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he think about all that? I mean, if they are some talented kids, I mean, it's just the fact that I've never heard of them before. You know what I'm saying? So
right, me neither until we talked about it. Like,
I mean, I guess I'm not into sports, so maybe they are a big deal, but to me, it's not seeming like I don't really see a big, all I'm about to be in the NBA making moves type of future. You know what I'm saying?
That is
but maybe, who knows? Somebody that's listening know who these people are. Go ahead and let us know what the tea is, but I just don't see it. But I think that's dope. Have high hopes. You know what I'm saying? We need more black billionaires out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And I hope that he gets exactly what he wants. I know I'm trying to go for that goal with my son, but
I'm trying to get $1 billion too, okay? I need $1 billion too for this podcast, right. Even though I ain't making nothing yet. It ain't making a billion cents, okay? Like nothing.
Right, and we paying $1 billion for the shit, you know what I'm saying? But, that you can always hope dreams. Good luck. Anyways, guys, we're going to move on to the next topic, and this is a topic that you all are all too familiar with. Azealia Banks. Did I say it right this time?
Yeah, Azealia.
Good. I'm glad. Now, years before Azealia was accused of the boo biting incident, if you guys listened to the show last week, we mentioned that, she is, in going to court. She missed her court date, blah, blah, this and that. Anyway, she was accused, or actually was facing serious assault charges for reportedly slashing her damn sister with a box cutter. Prosecutors disclosed the 2009 incident on Friday before she was set to appear in the Manhattan criminal court for allegedly attacking a nightclub security guard. And this is what we discussed last week. This is the case where she slashed her sister in the neck, the arm, and the hand with a box cutter. The report pretty much was she stated that she pleaded guilty to the assault in 2009. However, because she was 17 years old at the time, she was given special treatment. But the prosecutor went on to mention, they want to mention all of this stuff inside her new case because they want the judge to know how dangerous she really is, how violent her history is, and all of the type of stuff that she's been doing. The prosecutor, she also wants to mention, and her name is Duntaya, I believe Dunta. But the prosecutor also want to mention other things that Azealia Banks have been, publicized for, which also includes an altercation with Russell Crowe. And in that altercation, she apparently physically abused an individual during a party and mentioned that she's going or threatens to cut a girl in the face with some glass. Now, she is right now facing multiple assault charges, and you got, like I said, she allegedly in a nightclub, she punched a chick in the face, she bit her on the titty. It's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. So the prosecutor is not playing no games. She's going back into Azealia history, and she is like, look, bitch, I'm about to get you locked up because this is the type of stuff you're doing, and it's only getting worse, and it's only going to get worse if they continue to let you slide. And that's usually what happens. You get slid, and next thing you know, you murder somebody. But anyways, the Manhattan District Attorney Press Office did not immediately respond to complex requests for comments. They've been asking for comments. They've been trying to figure out what's going on. If she's going to go to jail, what the judge got to say about this. But we're going to have to wait. So you guys already know the deal. We are going to keep you updated on this topic. How do you feel about Azealia Banks? Now that you know that she sliced her sister's hands, her neck, and all of this other stuff back in the day when she was 17 years old, and now she's going through all of this just disgusting, just consistent, violent issues. How do you feel about that, Jen?
You know how I feel about it. It's the same shit. It's like, what can she do to like ruin her life even more this week? It's like I swear every Thursday, like we have something like more information about how she's fucked up her life even more. You know what I'm saying? The bitch is crazy. I'm glad that they are sending her to get some mental health. She needs to be in an insane asylum because she's going to end up killing somebody and people are still going to be like, wow, like I just, she's just so talented and, it's just outspoken and, it's like, the bitch is crazy. Like, clearly, it's like she done been through a lot. Like, I'm like, she just gives me, like, just a bitch from the Bronx that's just ready for whatever. Like, just don't give a fuck about nothing. No matter how much money she gonna get, she gonna still be on that same shit. It's like, bitch, you damn sliced your sister, though. Your sister. Is it ever really that serious? I can't see myself slicing a nigga off the street unless the nigga try to slice me. Then, yeah, okay. But,
exactly.
I mean, I'm just not about that life. You know what I'm saying? You doing that to your blood, your own family. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're crazy.
She has issues, clearly. That's
she has more than issues.
I can't even imagine.
Like, she needs help. She needs help.
Well, hopefully
you know what I'm saying? And I wish
about how she is in a mental asylum and how she's getting the
low key, I want to add her to, like, you know what I'm saying, that list of motherfuckers that we refuse to not talk about on this show. Like Donald Trump. Unless it's just something like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I mean, I just get tired of like the same shit. Like, I just get tired of, it's never anything good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she ain't never talking about no new music.
Right.
Her music is whack anyways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's who can I attack this week? You know what I'm saying? I'm on my black women, black pride, but I'm bleaching my skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm dissing every black woman out here. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's crazy. Like, she's delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's fucking cutting chickens in the closet. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
it's just,
bitch.
we definitely, come on, bitch. We'll definitely keep you guys updated on this topic because it's crazy.
I don't want to keep y'all updated on anything Azealia Banks is doing ever, unless she's doing the Ben Affleck. I just got out of rehab for my mental health condition, and I realized I was like that's the next time I want to talk about her. Like I really don't give a fuck about Azealia Banks. Like I don't. I'm sorry. Like I really don't. You guys.
Well,
y'all want to keep talking about it? Just let me know. But I'm over it. I'm over it. Anyways, according to Entertainment Tonight, supermodel and seasoned TV personality Tyra Banks has signed on to host the upcoming 12th season of the NBC reality competition show following the abrupt departure of longtime host Nick Cannon. Paul Tellady, president of NBC's Entertainment's Alternative and Reality Group, announced the news on Saturday in a statement released to ET sharing Tyra is the complete package, out of this world, talented, funny, brilliant, and all heart. And whatever she has done, she has always connected with audiences around the world.
Well, so do you know why Nick Cannon decided this is not for me?
Yeah, I feel like we talked about it on the show. Like, I mean, it was, remember he did like that. He did the whole, it was like a stand-up special. I didn't even watch it. I heard it was good, though.
Oh,
but it was basically like, you know what I'm saying?
Result?
Huh?
This was the end result? Him just complete, like, look, I'm done. It's over.
Well, he was saying that NBC wasn't happy that he had said the fact of what they told him, like, you need to, be a corny white motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk about all that other shit, And he said that NBC was not happy about it, and I guess for a while he's watching his job, but then when they came out and said they wasn't releasing him, he still was like, fuck it, I'm leaving. Because, I mean, Nick Cannon got a lot of fucking money. He don't need to work, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing some shit he don't do. And I'm liking what he's doing right now. His whole, black motivational movement with the... Not the hijab. What does he wear? What do you call them shits? I don't know, because I'm sounding ignorant, you guys. What? Don't say anything unless it's ignorant. If you don't know, just say you don't know. You don't know.
I like
so
that.
So are we moving on to the next topic, or are you gonna?
I think that he stood for what he had to say. He said what he had to say, and that's good. But we always knew Tyra Banks was, sort of a coon. So we'll see how she gets into this, and hopefully, she does a good job. I'm sure she's not going to be funny, and the show's going to be lame. That's why I haven't watched it, But we'll see what happens, and hopefully she's a new, good host of America's Got Talent, and she do the right thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, yeah, we're going to move on to the next topic. Lawrence Fishburne. You guys know who Lawrence Fishburne is. Ike. He's Ike from Tina Turner. He's the dude from The Matrix. Guys know. But his 25-year-old porn star daughter was arrested and thrown in jail for a DUI after crashing her car and pissing on the side of I-95 in South Florida. This bitch has lost her mind. And I'm sorry to call her a bitch, but she's acting like one of those spoiled rich kids. Anyways, she was arrested near her Florida home. Police reported that she was incoherent while walking around the accident scene. She allegedly rear-ended a driver in a Range Rover. And according to the police report, she squatted and urinated on the shoulder of the interstate as rescue personnel and police were busy clearing the accident. They were clearing the scene, and she decided, hey, let me go on the side of the car and take a piss real quick. She was charged with a DUI with property damage, and DUI with blood alcohol reading above 1.5. The three charges could combine for a maximum 3-year sentence in a state prison. Girl, what are you doing?
She reminds me of, have you seen that movie Dope?
Yes, I've seen the movie Dope.
She gives me like Chanel Iman's character, like just high as fuck and a thought, but like she had all the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how Montana Fishburne is. Huh?
You talking about the chick with the dreadlocks that was in her hair? She was dancing with Ace. What's his name?
No. Remember they went to the house and P. Diddy's son played her brother.
Yeah. She was naked and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a good ass. Dude, P. Diddy's Quincy? Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. That dude is a good ass actor. He was in an accident too, right?
He's in a what?
He was in an accident. I follow him on Instagram because, I just like the way he look in general. So
you're a bad person. Of course you do.
Of course I do. Shit. But my favorite part of that movie, if y'all ain't seen Dope, you better go see it. My favorite part of the movie when he was like, we gonna get all food and then you can get your lunch. Like, that shit was so funny. I'll be watching that movie over and over and over again. But yeah, she do remind me kind of that character that old girl played in that movie. The what was she, a cokehead? Whatever.
Yeah.
The cocaine and stuff like that. But
well, that wasn't. I think she was snorting Molly, because I think you can snort Molly too. Don't quote me because I don't do drugs, but I feel like you can. I feel like you can snort Molly.
You about to get ready. to make me look that shit up on now. Like, but anyways, yeah, it's just sad. Like, a lot of these people, they be raised inside these homes where they be, rich, or their parents be rich and they don't have to ever want for anything, so they really don't know the struggle. And so getting out and peeing on the side of a car, which is the same thing that old girl did in the movie, is normal, except she peed like on the grass in front of all those people and almost got hit by 1,000 cars. But that was a movie and this is real life. And you hit a car and you're intoxicated. So it's just like, girl, get your life together before your dad cuts you off, even though he probably won't cut her off. But
I'm sure he has cut her off. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you not know that she made like a porno with Brian Pumper back in the day? Like, just straight being embarrassing, and then she used the last name? Did you know that?
Ooh, I didn't know it until I read the article.
Yeah. The bitch made like a full-blown ass porno, like with Brian Pumper disgusting ass. You know what I'm saying?
Who is Brian Pumper?
You don't know who Brian Pumper is? Like, he's brown skin, super buff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's cute. He's just really corny. He's like a porn star though. Like, I feel like he's like the most famous male porn star. Like,
I don't watch
I feel like
porn,
he's like the. He's like the male. He's like if Pinky was a male, like as far as like that
Pinky?
level of fame, like how everybody knows who Pinky is, no matter if you watch porn or not, like you gotta know who she is. I think it's kind of the same with Brian Pumper. It's like everybody knows who Brian Pumper is. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny? When you said Pinky, I immediately thought about the dude from Friday. Like Pinky, like you messing up Pinky soup, nigga. And then I was like, oh, Pinky the chick. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I'm so lame. Like, I don't even watch that shit. Like, I mean, even I only know Pinky because, you know, I know a couple people that watch porn, you know, and they know who Pinky is. So,
nigga, you.
No, it's not me, motherfucker, actually. And I'm not afraid. Like, if I want to watch porn, I sit up there and watch it. But it's just like, nigga, my ass be tired, okay? I be trying to porn sleep, okay? My porn is going to bed after taking a hot shower.
But like me, and I mean, I feel like I've talked about this before. You know, my partner hates it. Like, I love porn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't watch it like often now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I definitely will watch it once in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely feel like I would rather somebody sit and watch porn than go and cheat. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've always been like more comfortable. Excuse me. I've always been more comfortable with watching porn because I feel like it's just you can see, you can get the angles you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? You fast forward to a part that you like. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing what they do. You know. You handle your business, and then it's done. You exit off of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to explain why you need to go. You ain't cheating. It's none of that other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not looking too deep into it. You're getting your rocks off, and then that's it.
I used to irritate the fuck out of me. Like, okay, but you watching porn, but I'm right here, though. Like, I can just do everything that you want me to do in this video. But then I have to think, like, okay, you're an adult. Like, okay, your menstrual's on for 7+ days. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to look elsewhere. Like, you know, you do what you do, baby. Like, go ahead and
then it's just like, you know, I mean, it's a lot of things. This is like, they might not be there at the time. It's not like, you know, I'm waiting until Christmas gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, he may be at work or, you know, if he's tired. Even when he's in the house, I don't even think, like, I masturbate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just... You know, but I can understand why that's annoying. But it's like me, I'm just one of the people, like, I got the mind, body, and spirit of a 19-year-old. You know, I can, handle my business an hour later and be ready for round 2. So, you know, me masturbate is not going to affect you. You said what?
Right. They sound like my husband, ready for round 2 and round 3. Like, nigga, we've been together for 11 years. You still want to go for round 3? Like, nigga, I'm ready to go to bed. Like, nah, you ain't going to bed. Like, oh, okay. All right. No. Like, oh, damn. How the hell is nigga still horny after already busting 2 nuts? Like, you getting on my nerves. No. But, okay, y'all, we get nasty sometimes. We're going to move on to the next topic because this was a topic that's not nasty at all.
Yes. Michelle Obama wrote a college recommendation letter for Blackish star Yara Shahidi. The actress revealed in a recent W Magazine article. She says she is very amazing and such a supporter, which is something very surreal to say. Shahidi, who was 17, said about the former First Lady. During an interview with the publication, Shahidi also revealed that Obama gave her a Go Get 'em Tiger back rub before she took her advanced placement exams.
A back rub.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I can go for right now.
From Michelle Obama, I feel like Eddie, I could just have a conversation. She'd be like, "Is it nice outside?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I think it's okay. It's pretty warm." I would just take that and treasure that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that she did that, I thought was really good. Like, you know, she asked me what the weather. She thought my opinion of the weather was so important. Like, being real ugly about to start crying, nigga. Like, I can see me doing some shit like that. Because I ain't no groupie. Don't get me wrong. I've met a million celebrities. But if somebody's really important and influential and changing lives, especially my life, you know what I'm saying, in a good way. And I'm not talking about, like, music and all that other bullshit. I'm talking about, like, making moves out here. To me, that's inspiring. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would love that. Sit and have a conversation with the Obamas. Michelle or Barack, either one is fine. Shit, I'll sit and have a conversation with Malia. Shit, one of them. Shit, like damn. Okay.
I'm real. I know. I feel you. Shit, they all making moves, good moves, positive moves, and even though they're not, in the White House no more, they're still positive influences. And that just lets you know, these are not fake, pretentious individuals. These are people that actually really care about you. These are people who are going to try to make sure that you make it. And I feel like Michelle Obama, not that I'm not trying to say anything like negative, but I just feel like she doesn't have much to do anymore. So it's just like, I'm gonna write this girl a letter of recommendation. You know why? Because I don't have a damn thing to do, and I like her. Okay, you have to ask. I don't
like think her that's what it is. I don't think that's what.
Well, what do you think it is? I've never seen Black.
I think.
So tell me what you think
that she takes the time out. Come on, they just got out the White House. You don't think they're busy as fuck? Now they about to start doing all these damn speeches every fucking way, every 5 minutes. Well, they're on vacation right now, but I'm sure when they get back from vacation, like what I'm saying, they about to hit the ground running.
Are you on vacation?
I thought so, honey. Isn't he like retired? Like, I mean, what can you do after? I feel like I've looked this up before, and I feel like we've talked about this before. Like,
I know what you can do, Jen. You can write letters of recommendations. That's what I'm gonna contact Michelle Obama now and see if she can give me a letter recommendation real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay,
but that's so positive. That's so positive, and I'm happy that she is. Just being a positive influence in the community and still doing what she needs to do to let us know that, I'm saying, I'm still here. Ain't nothing changed about me, and we still getting it popping, period.
Ain't nothing changed but a chicken wing. No, just playing. I'm being real ugly.
Why did the chicken wing change?
It doesn't. That's all I just thought about. I was like, I'm being real ugly. I'm just playing.
You got a pink diamond chicken wing chain. You got a big pink diamond chicken wing chain. Are you dumb? All right, so we're gonna move on to a topic that's not so funny. So you guys remember when me and Jeff talked, I believe last year, about Toya Wright brothers being murdered? Well, somebody actually been arrested for that murder. It looks like the police, they arrested suspect in the killings of the two brothers in a reality TV personality, Toya Wright, in a 7th ward last January. His name is Antoine Edwards. He's 31. He was booked actually earlier this month, March 9th, with 2 counts of second-degree murder in connection with the deaths of Joshua and Ryan Rudy Johnson. Court records show that the two brothers were found, if you guys don't know the story, they were found shot to death inside their vehicles just after midnight, July 31st of 2016. So we did mention this last year. We talked about the whole topic. If you guys want to check it on now, it was like maybe our second or maybe our, not second topic, but maybe our 5th topic, our convention session number 5 where we discussed this. A man known as Tone or Tweezy was responsible for the killings. The man, in at least one instance, committed the killings and the murders to other people. And it's just extremely sad. Like, the warrant states that several witnesses picked him out from a photo lineup. Another warrant says that Edwards was identified as being in the area during the time of the incident when it occurred, and the suspect who produced a firearm and shot the victim in this incident. His bond was set at $500,000, $500,000 pretty much, and he's due back in court on May 7th. So he'll be going to court in about a month and a half from now. So it's just like, you need to, I'm sure he ain't, get bail because y'all know he ain't got $500,000. So his ass gonna be locked up in court for.
Wait, what's 10% of that? Like 50,000? Like, I don't think he even got. Wait, listen, what's 10% of 500? That's 50, right? Let's
yeah, 10%. Yeah,
carry the one. Yeah, it was 50,000. He ain't even got 50,000, honey. He ain't got 1,000. That bill could have been 1,000. That motherfucker still would have been sitting in there, like. But
right.
That is so
your
unfortunate.
Your bill said at $500. Shit, I thought I had $500. I got $492 in my bank account. Like that doesn't matter, nigga. You need $500,000 in order to get your bail. But it's sad. I'm glad they caught the person who is actually responsible for this. And it's just like, why are you murdering people? What are you doing? Like, he's the type of man, though, that looks like he ain't got much going for himself. That has to show.
So did they say why? Did they say, like, why it could have happened? Or he just, motherfucker was just a mass murderer kind of thing?
It does not say, no, it does not say anything at all as far as why this happened. It just pretty much explains the engine was running. It explains the story that we discussed back in July of 2016. But it doesn't state why it actually happened. So I guess when he had his hearing on May 7th, May 7th, we will learn more about what happened in this incident and why he felt the need to kill these two men. But, you know, he's 31, and he looks like he's at least, I mean, I'm looking at his face right now, y'all. He's like almost 6'6", and he looks at least like he's 59, 62 years oldish. So it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you murdering people? Like, you're 31 years old. You done just literally threw your life away. When you're 31 and you go to jail, like, and you murder two people, you might as well accept the death penalty.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the topic, besides it's disgusting?
Nigga, I just said, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like, I mean,
you don't know.
I'm glad that, I mean, because it's just like, I mean, how would you feel like if two of your brothers were, like, murdered, like, in cold blood at the same time? Like, how would you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would be something that's, you know, I just feel so bad for the family. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sure they had children, you know, the children, you know, their mother, you know, Toya, you know, everybody that was affected by that.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man. Like,
just keep praying for the family. Just like that.
Like, your life can be taken in an instant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why you got to repent and pray. Pray and repent. That's what you always got to do. Every day you wake up, when you know you committed sin, just sit out there and repent. Lord, I repent for my sins, and you got to really mean it, because if your ass, excuse me for even saying the Lord in a swear word in the same sentence, but if you sit up there and you know you done did something wrong, and you up there, you know, acting crazy or whatever like that, how you going to get to heaven? The goal is, at the end of the day, is to get to heaven. We all know it's a heaven up there, and we all want to walk across that gold slate. So just continue to repent and really mean it, and try and do right. That's all we can do. Nobody's perfect. This situation is not okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't say, thou shall not murder anybody. You know, well, it's thou shall not kill, but you shouldn't murder people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I hope he repent for his sins, because he probably going to get murdered in jail, you know, and it's just so sad. So he better get his act together very quickly.
Sheree Whitfield of Real Housewives of Atlanta is in a huge mess. Mastercraft Stucco Company has won a $26,000 judgment against Sheree Whitfield for not paying up after work was done or Chateau Sheree. Not only did the company get a judgment against Sheree, but their attempt to collect their coins by garnishing her wages has been unsuccessful because the house isn't in her name. Emery Potter, the attorney for Mastercraft Stucco, said in an exclusive interview last week that he tried to garnish with Whitfield's wages, but since the home is not under her name, we haven't been able to find bank accounts to garnish, he says. He had a sheriff show up at Whitfield's door in December 2016. She did not have the money offhand, he said. Potter is gathering other lien holders and may try to force Whitfield to sell the property so they can collect their judgment. She had paid some of the Stucco payments before the company filed suit, but nothing since, Potter said. The property, he said, was purchased at foreclosure and has no mortgage. He said the property over the past few years has had ownership transferred among Whitfield, other family members, and these corporations.
She poor, and she a boss, too. I'm going to tell you why she a boss, because she got somebody to purchase her a house, and the house not in her name. Now,
well, no, she purchased the house. The house is in her mother's name. You remember? I feel like we've talked about this before. Damn, do you not remember none of the topics we talked about after the show? Like after
yes, I do, because remember people Is this when people that was shitting on her like you got a house and it's not even in your name and blah blah blah?
Yeah.
Is that what we?
Yeah.
The house wasn't in her name because she knew she owed motherfuckers money. That's why the house wasn't in her name.
That's true. That's true. Well, shit, they better come after her damn mama ass, start garnishing her checks, honey, down at the thrift store, wherever she working.
They better not start garnishing her mama name. I'll be like, look, bitch, this I was about to get pulled right in your name.
Right, Sheree living the lap of luxury, honey. Her mama checks getting garnished like a motherfucker. See, that's why you can't be letting niggas put shit in your name ever. Not no kids.
I'm telling you, no. Hell no, especially not no kids. I just think that, she, I'm not even going to say this is a smart move, but at the end of the day, it was a smart move. She didn't get the house in her name, so her money is not getting garnished. Now, this just leads me to believe that she has no job besides the reality show that she's on there. If she doesn't have a job, it's like, okay, you're not working.
Honestly, I don't think she had a job. Like, I mean, where's Sheree gonna work at? Like, is she college educated? Like, no shade. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once you get to a certain level of fame, like, you can't be working no regular job. Like, she can't just be at Barnes and Noble just chilling. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be like this Real Housewife of Atlanta.
You think she can't even work at nothing but Barnes and Noble? You out of order. I'm about to slap you.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, she can't work like just a normal job.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even see her, like, she can't even get no job like bartending. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you put yourself out as, I'm so-and-so's wife. You know what I'm saying? I live this life. You know, I'm worth this. I'm trying to get a seven-figure settlement. Like, she said that on the show. You know what I'm saying? So she just can't go and just work some regular-ass job. You know what I'm saying? She has to survive off of the little coins that she gets from child support and, alimony, and, it is what it is. But really quickly, I know... What?
That shit weak as fuck.
I know you, you wanted to wait, but I really feel like we should just go ahead and just talk about this topic because it's really interesting, and I want to hear what you have to say, and if any of this surprised you. Okay, so the industry on Blast, who is a gossip blog, I must say, they had an industry insider email them a list of celebrities that are on the down low, essentially, but out in the industry. It's just like the rest of the public don't know. But here's the list. It says the name was Don't At Me Bish on Instagram, and I think they since have deleted their Instagram. But the list is Diddy, Birdman, Ray J, all of B2K, Young Berg, Mario, Joaquin, Tank, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, Doug Christie, Will Smith, Tyson, Tiger from the Basement, Drake, Russell Simmons, Trey Songz, Bobby Valentino, Young Thug, Bow Wow. I don't know who this is. Beyonce, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, Candy, Portia Tip, Tiny, Jada Pinkett, Oprah, Gail, Freddie Jackson, Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, Magic Johnson, George Michael, Ricky Smiley, Gary's obviously out. The Brat, Jermaine Dupri, Chris Stokes, Mimi Foss, who's out now, Stevie J, Eve, Missy Elliott, Alicia Keys, Terrell Owens, Lil Wayne, Plies, Cynthia Bailey, all the boys dressing like girls doing comments on Instagram, the person says. It also says Lala, Lil Kim, Mary J. Blige, Devontae from Jodeci, Ralph Fayel, Trans Van, and Johnny Gill from New Edition, Lenny Kravitz, Lloyd the singer, Danny Boy the singer, I have no idea who that is, Billy Ocean, George Jefferson, Delicious, Cat Stacks, Jessica Dime, Jocelyn K. Michelle, Jonathan. I feel like they talked about that on the show. On Love and Hip Hop, Jonathan, the whole issue, whatever. Sharon Stone, John Travolta, Nelly, Jagged Edge, Cisco, Cardi B, Kimbella, The Dream, and Keisha Cole and Chingy. Damn, that's a lot of motherfuckers. Do you believe that?
Chingy, I like the way you do that right. Third, no.
Right.
I don't believe it because it seems like they're just listing everybody in the industry that made a post within the last 30 days. Like, stop.
Go ahead.
Stevie J is not gay. Okay?
I'm sorry. I just feel like I've just heard that too many times to just not feel like it's questionable. And then, oh my God, now I think about it. I remember I was listening to the Read. It's another podcast. You know the Read, Kid Fury, Crystal, whatever. And he was on there, and they had got to argument. Like Crystal started going in on his ass, and he was like, he don't like Crystal because she's being like a bitch. And then he told Kid Fury, who's like a gay man, he's like, if you want to get on the bus, Twinkies, I like Twinkies, talking about like twink, because twink is like a gay term for somebody skinny. It's like, how the fuck does he know what a twink is? You know what I'm saying? And then he told him he wanted Kid Fury on the fucking bus, like meaning like, nigga, you can be one of my hoes. That's some gay ass shit. Even if you just being high and being annoying, it's like, what would make you say that? You know what I'm saying? And I can see that. For some reason, I know CBJ gets hoes, but for some reason, he just gives me bisexual. Like, I just cannot see this being a completely straight male. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
and
if he was.
I'm not one of the people that think everybody's gay. Like, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have, like, people will come to me and be like, so gay. And I'm like, no, they not gay. Like, but CBJ, that is a man that's interested in penis. Even if he is interested in vagina, he's definitely interested in the penile erections as well.
Why would you? I mean, because he's not getting penis in the ass. He's probably fucking the ass. Like, I can't see him.
Well, whatever.
Being about him.
Well, he's into the bus, the boy butt, if you will. You know what I'm saying? He knew what the fuck a twink was. I don't even think women. Like,
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Be around. Have you ever heard me say twink? Like, have you ever heard me say that?
I've never heard in my life. Never heard you. I'm like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. So I'm like, what is a twink? Like, I mean, I'm thinking about like a Twinkie. Like, I haven't had one in a long time. I'm thinking about like a fried Twinkie when you say that term. Like, I want to eat some type of chocolate or some type of candy or some type of cake that's rolled up. That's what I'm thinking about. So I'm like, okay,
right.
What is Jen Othello Mosby Shands referring to right now? That's just, I know, like, I don't know. I don't know if all of that's true, but it would definitely be interesting to research when we have time and then confirm. But,
this
once
is
again,
the thing. It's
lie.
like, I don't know if 100%, if everybody on that list, but it's just like the fact of I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? By any of that. Like, nothing on that list to me, it was just like, no way. Like, even, my girl, like, Beyonce. Like, I love Beyonce, but it's just like, that would explain a lot of shit. Like, if Beyonce was bisexual, that would explain a lot of shit. Like,
what would it explain?
Just how she moved. Like, she moved like a nigga, but she not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like she just is about her business, about her money. Like, she's not emotional. And you know what I'm saying? And it's not like, because that sounds ignorant. I don't know how to, I don't know how to explain it without being ignorant and without being stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Beyonce could be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we've talked about this on the show before. Like, but I honestly, I feel like the rest of them girls, I feel like they've already came out and said it. Like, nobody's denying it that they're bisexual. I don't think anybody on that list, Let me look
I
at
think
it
that everybody overall, everybody has like a little bi in them. Like, once again, I would say, I look at a girl ass. I think probably I look at every girl's ass that I see in life. Like, like, okay, her butt fat or it's flat or it's round and got little humps at the top, because it's just normal, I feel like. But I'm not going to be, like, sitting up there, like, eating no girl out or, like, telling a chick that I'm digging her, fantasizing about messing around with no chick. Like, like, no, it's nothing like that. I'd rather get the pipe, you know what I'm saying, if you feel what I'm saying. But other than that, like, so if that's gay, then I guess you can call me gay, but I feel like this is normal, like to look at a woman.
No, I would say you're
man.
gay if you have ate a vagina or for a vagina, you have let a vagina eat you out. And I wouldn't even say gay, I would say bisexual. But if you were okay and you came from another woman putting her face into place, you know what I'm saying, that would make you a bisexual woman. You know what I'm saying?
So
not saying if you had thoughts, because like you said, that's something we learn in psychology. Everybody is bisexual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's fluid as far as sexuality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be attracted to somebody and not want to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm attracted to women, but I like men. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. you know.
Right. So, in other words, guys, if you guys want to defuse the situation or anything like that, make sure you holler at us. And a little bit, we have one more topic, I believe, to discuss. And then after that, we're going to go into our question of the day.
I'm ready to take these calls.
Yes. So, DraymondGreen calls Nicki Minaj out for a name drop in LeBron James and many of her raps. Pretty much, he stated, is Nicki Minaj going to mention LeBron James in every song? Every song she released since June of 2016, there's been something about, LeBron in it. I mean, damn, like LeBron is great, but Jesus Christ, at some point, it just becomes too repetitive. Jesus Christ, you can't mention Bron in every song you do. Now, his comment comes from the release of her new single, you guys know, No Frauds, featuring Drake and Lil Wayne last week that came out, and we discussed this as well. That was her diss, or one of the diss songs that she had, was pretty much stating to Remy Ma on her track, and she referenced LeBron James to spike up her argument against the Bronx MC. She pretty much stated her line where she mentioned LeBron James. They say numbers don't matter, but when they discuss the Kings, they turn around and say LeBron ain't got 6 rings. And once again, that was in the song No Fraud. So I guess DraymondGreen is upset about it. I feel like, personally, the nigga is jealous. Like, you mad because you ain't saying your black ass name?
Ain't DraymondGreen like the same nigga that said the earth ain't round? Like, fuck him. Like, every time he comes out, he's saying something super ignorant and stupid. Like, you still think the earth is flat and you're like 27 years old. Like, I cannot respect any opinion you have to say. You know what I'm saying? And she's stating the fucking facts. You're not the king, and you never will be. Like, stop being mad about. You want her to start saying DraymondGreen? Like, is that it? Is that what you want? You know what I'm saying? Will that make you feel better? Like, it is. And I also feel like Nikki, just go ahead and shout him out one time. You know what I'm saying?
One time, so he can shut the fuck
he'll
be happy. Right.
Yeah, just do it just one time. Just what rhymes with DraymondGreen? Like, I'm getting all this money. You know, I can't rap. Let me go ahead and make a freestyle and put DraymondGreen so she can bite it, you know what I'm saying, and give him a shout out so he can shut the fuck up. Like, stop acting like a bitch. Like, why are you worried about what the fuck she's saying anyways? Like, come on.
Because he's jealous because she's not shouting him out. He wants her to say, like, DraymondGreen, been in between all these jeans. Yeah, that's green. Getting green. No, I'm just playing. I don't fucking know.
Oh, whack dog.
But yeah, you know what the fuck she gonna have to say, nigga. She ain't gonna be doing that else. But that's exactly what she wants. And it's just like, why are you? I think that also why he is calling out. Maybe Nicki Minaj low-key got a crush on LeBron James, so that's why she mentions him.
I think
in
that
a lot
too.
of her raps.
I thought about that too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, why is she always saying his name like that? You know.
Mhm.
But he's a married man, so back up.
Right, exactly. So it's like maybe he got a little jealousy in him, but it's like, seriously, you sit up there and like, are you really gonna mention this on the air? Like, I just can't believe that he went that far to go and actually say something about it. Like, damn, why you hating? If I was a blind, I'd be like, nigga, why are you upset? Like, let her keep saying my name on the air. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways.
That's whack though. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Angelica, you should go ahead and answer the question of the day first, because I feel like I'm always the one that has to give my opinion on everything all the time.
Oh, my God. What, nigga, what? Question of the day pretty much is, why do people try and make relationships out of situationships? So,
yes.
I just want to kind of give you guys an example of what we're referring to. So, say somebody moved into your house and you guys are friends. And this is actually a conversation that me and a good friend of mine at my job was having. She moved a dude into her house, and she, they've been messing around, this and that and the other. And she asked him, like, okay, so what were you about to do? You know, are we a couple or what's going on? Like, we still messing around with each other? What's happening? And It's just like, why do people try to make relationships out of situationships? I feel like I really can't tell you why people try to make relationships out of situationships, but I can tell you that females or males, if you are in a situation like this, like, don't try and push anybody. Don't try and sit up. So where are we going? Are we in a relationship? Because,
right.
I mean, I guess you always should ask questions, but you don't want to get your feelings hurt. You know, if you know that somebody's moving in for a month or a couple weeks or something like that until they, you know, go to college or whatever they're going to do, stop asking random questions. If you decide to open your legs or you decide to pump that puss, you know what I'm saying, and you know damn well that you guys are just friends, and that's just what you're doing. You know, you guys are just having fun. Stop trying to make relationships out of situationships. And when I say situationships, I just mean situations that are just, how do you say, are okay or relevant to other people. I don't know. I know that it's been a couple times where me and my husband, when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, of course, you know, where we still stayed together, even though everything was not on the best terms and stuff like that. But we made it work out. But it was a point in time where it was like, okay, I understand where we are at. I understand what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I understand that we are kind of in a relationship, but we are still seeing other people. You know, we still stay in the same house, but we still paying these bills because you don't want to go back to your mama house. I don't want to go back to my mama house. You know what I'm saying? So we're just doing what we do for right now, but I'm not trying to force you to be in any type of situation that you don't want to be in. So I didn't make that into a force. But then eventually it got to a point where it's like, let's talk about this. Like, what do you want to do? Because I'm not going to sit up here and fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Or have to do all of this other stuff if you messing around or talking to somebody else. You know, I'm not trying to make a relationship out of a situationship. You know, we're both in a situation, and I don't know if we need to move this forward. And eventually it got to the point where it's like, okay, I love you. I want to be with you. Like, I only want to be with you. I don't want to mess around with nobody else. And that became a relationship which eventually turned out into marriage. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't something I was forcing him to do. So overall, I can't tell you why people try to make relationships out of situations, but stop it. Okay? Stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? And just talk. Talk to the person that you're messing around with. Talk to the person. And if they're not messing around with nobody else and you're not messing around with nobody else, then y'all should see what y'all should really try and make work out. You know, there should not be a reason why somebody else is sleeping around with somebody else and y'all still in the same house. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not trying to make this shit work out unless you guys are just friends. And that's just from my personal experience. But, John, how do you feel about the situation before we started taking calls?
Me, I agree somewhat. I feel like you just have to let it be whatever it is. You know, I have been before, you know, the relationship I'm in now, you know what I'm saying, my prior situations, you know what I'm saying, you kind of do, I guess if you are around somebody a lot and you feel like it should be a natural transition into a relationship, but the other person's not biting, then it kind of does confuse you as to why. But what I've learned is, you know, you should not make a man do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he wants to step out of bounds and, you know, move however he wants to move, he wants to take you to the movies, you know what I'm saying? If he wants to be in a relationship, if he, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to go off of their instinct, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I think with me being raised around women, you know what I'm saying, I try to be like a more analytical thinker and try to think a lot deeper and try to, you know, process everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this means this. And it's like, no. If they saying, you know what I'm saying, whatever, that they talk, if they tell you about motherfuckers they talking to, and if you bring it up dating, you know what I'm saying, and they're not responding to anything that you're saying the way you want them to respond, then they're not interested. And, you know, not saying you stop dealing with the motherfucker because obviously you're okay with whatever is going on, but as far as trying to take it to a deeper level, like, just let it go. Like, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? He don't look at you like that, or she, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some simps out here, some niggas out here that be wanting some females, you know what I'm saying? And it's not what it is, but like, it's not that serious. Like, and I think a lot of times, like, it kind of breaks down, like, your self-esteem a little bit because you think it's something wrong with you. But you have to understand, like, at certain points in people's lives, like they're not looking for a relationship, and maybe you call somebody that does really like you, but they may have just gotten out of a relationship, or what I'm saying, may have just gotten out on their own, and enjoying life and just want to fuck on everything, and it is what it is, If you want to deal with that, deal with it. Don't force it into anything more. But I wouldn't say try to hold on to that person. If you meet somebody else, bye-bye, which is like what I had to do, and I'm so happy I did, because I'm like so in love and in the best situation I could ever, imagine, not being corny, but for real, like,
that's so sweet.
I kind of thought I thought I loved in the past, but I've never been in love before. That's
how I be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But let's go ahead and take some callers. Did you want to take the first call, Angelica?
Sure. We have a caller from a 984 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 0104. Tell us the info. What is good with you this evening? Are you, hello, are you on the air? Jen, can you accept that call? For some reason, my arrow is still loading like a psychopath.
Yeah, I don't see it on my end, so how about we just move to something else?
All right, we're going to take another caller from a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of the number is 8813. You are on the air. Well, we're not on the air because my end is acting like a psychopath. Jen, you're going to have to accept the call for today. Okay,
so how about we take a 919 area code, and it will say you are on the air or muted or some shit like that. If you want to talk, you can talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
Right.
Hello?
Exactly.
Hello?
For the 919 area code, it's me.
Hey.
Yes. Hi, Glow Up. You guys,
Hi,
this is like my big sister, Glory. How do you feel about the situation?
I actually agree with everything that you said, John. It's very, very true. Sometimes, you get caught up in relationships and you want things to work out, and if it's just the situation, if it's just what it is, then you have to accept that it is what it is. It may hurt your self-esteem just a little bit, but you just have to move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever been in situationships that you wanted something more?
I have, and actually when you said that kind of hit home.
Go ahead, talk.
Just a little bit. So this situation with this guy that I was in, we were talking for a little minute. Me being in school, things were kind of hectic, so we would hang out like every now and then, but we kept in like constant contact. Live here. He lived in Baltimore, which is not really far from D.C. It's like 45 minutes, but he would come on the weekends and we would hang out. And, at one point he wanted more, but I couldn't really give it. And then whenever I wanted more, he really didn't want to be in a relationship. And he claimed that it was a distance, but it was only 45 minutes away.
Right.
So it's just like, it's not really the distance. It's just you just don't want to be in a relationship, which is cool.
Right.
But I just had to get to a point where even though, like, I really, really liked him, like, I saw that it wasn't going anywhere. So situationship meaning that he would come over my house every Saturday.
Okay.
Like after 12. But we would never have sex. He would just come over and stay the night. We would laugh, smoke, stay the night, and then talk in the morning, and he would leave. So it was just like, okay, like, what are we doing? If we're doing this every Saturday, first of all, that's dumb, and me allowing that. But if we're going to do this, like, what are we doing? He ended up moving here, and we actually haven't hung out, haven't seen him. I haven't reached out to him, but he will always be on my Instagram liking my pics or always going through my stuff whenever I post that. So, but it was, okay, well, it is what it is. It's not going to be more. It's just the situation.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing with niggas. Sorry to cut you off, but it's just like, it's so annoying because it's just like, the fact of he was saying, long distance, and then now he's like in the city, and it's just like he's not even like trying. And then he's sending you mixed signals by still like interacting with you somewhat. And it's just like, damn, why can't you just keep it real? Like, you know,
right.
Like if you said you just want to be cool, like we can just be cool. Like it doesn't have to be, you know.
And then, like, especially when you, like, because girls say or females say that they want niggas to be real, but sometimes they can't handle it. But if you're genuinely like, okay, you know, like, I'm an adult, I'm not going to get mad, like, what is this? Like, what is it we're doing? Are you just not with it? Are you just not interested? And then you still make up lies. And it's just like, okay, that's whack. No one has time for that. But we really did have, like, a strong chemistry, and so, like, I date other guys now, and I kind of compare them to him, but it's just like, Corey, get over it. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. So, yeah.
Aww.
No, but it's okay. It's okay because you're young and you're fine, and it does not matter.
You're young, you're beautiful. You know, you got ass shots and everything.
And at the end of the day,
she just got a fat ass. I always like tease her for having ass shots.
You know, I love a fat ass. You know, I love a fat ass. So. At the end of the day,
thank you so much, for
for
calling in. Like that was dope.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
But what were you saying, hon?
I was just going to say, at the end of the day, it's so much more efficient to see, like, so where it's one person that doesn't work out for you, you'll be so surprised and amazed as to how you meet somebody new and how that individual works out for you. And you'll be like, damn, I never realized that I'd be so much in love with this person. I thought I was in love with this person. I thought we had so much chemistry. But shit,
exactly.
You know, somebody else come along and you're like, damn, I'm really in love. Like, I had no idea this is what this shit really felt like. And that's how I felt I won't say many times, but a couple of times before. You know, so just, you know, keep it pushing. Don't worry about, you know, how somebody made you feel. And like Jen said, you know, it's just worry about moving forward in life because there's so many more people out there. I mean, it's
so many
trillions of people.
Like when I tell you, it was just like right before Chris, like I was dealing with this guy who just was, I mean, with Globe, you know, but just wasn't shit. Like just a fuck nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, he just a fuck nigga. Like I don't like just a bad person. And I really liked him. But it's like, I'm so glad that it's like he was on that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I'd have been in a relationship with him, I probably would have been getting cheated on and everything else. And, you know, I met my, you know, dude. And, yeah. Well, it's just, he may be blessing you. You know, you maybe wanted something more, but it's just a blessing in disguise. You know, he knows it's a good man, you know, one that's deserving of you that's coming. You know, he's not trying to block that. That's all that is.
Exactly. And that's another reason. It's so funny that you said that, Jen, because you remember, you know, one of my first boyfriends that I ever had, we all went to school and shit together, and I swear I thought I was in love. Oh, God, yeah, you're right. Like, I swear I thought it was the love, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, now you met, you know, you've been around me and my husband, you know, he was my boyfriend at first, husband. Next, you know, we've been together for 11 years. This October it's been 11 years, and it's like, wow, like, damn.
Yeah.
I never realized I can be in love with somebody this much to the point where it's like, if he's late coming home from work, like, where you at? Like, okay, I'm worried now. I'm not going to call him because maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not like you pissed it out, but you, like, real life scared because you like, this ain't normal. Like, usually they be in the house by 8:47. Like, it's 9:12. Like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel you.
Exactly, 100%. But guys, we had so many topics today. We done kind of ran over, so we are going to get ready and end our episode for today. But before we end our episode, Jen, is there any confession that you'd like to make besides the one you made earlier today?
I do have a confession this week. I have gotten back on, you know, my whole workout situation. If you all didn't know, I just blew the fuck up. Like, I just gotten big overnight, like a horrible overnight. So I'm just really, even though I'm not eating the best, like now I'm trying to, like lately I've been doing plyometrics and been running. Well, it's been cold outside, so I haven't ran in like 3 days. I've just been doing like jumping jacks, which is a lot of cardio as well. You know what I'm saying? Just doing shit around the house I'm trying to do. But yeah, like, you know, I got that up and rolling and, I'm happy about myself. I'm trying to slow down on the wine as well because I'm realizing like that's a lot of empty
calories.
Yes,
wine is a lot of calories.
And at first I was, because I drink. If y'all know. Well, I talk about it all the time. I drink wine like damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? And I got some beer now, but before that, I've been drinking like a week,
and
I've been feeling refreshing and normal and doing a lot of shit. And I'm just like, yes, I'm, trying out here. What about you? What's your confession? You better have a confession this week.
Confession is, okay, I actually do have something to say. It's not really a confession, but earlier today, now y'all know I haven't mentioned this, but earlier today I was at work or whatever like that, and my manager, she had mentioned that she was looking for a particular check. And I was like, okay, she's looking for these checks. Well, I have the actual paper checks on my desk. She was like, I'm looking for these checks that's been deposited. Well, I put these checks on these individuals' accounts, and I've been working at my job for over 2 years now, and nobody ever really taught me the process because, when you're working in certain situations or certain areas, people, they really don't want you to learn. They just kind of want you to just get on by. But if you make an error, you mess up, then that's on you. People sometimes they train you, but they don't train you to help you learn. They just train you to get you by. And so if you mess up, then that's on you. Well, a lot of my coworkers have been giving me checks for my site, San Angelo, Treasure Coast. And so I will post the checks to that account, but I never gave them to the individual who actually has to process the checks through the bank because I never knew that I had to give them the checks that process through the bank. So my manager's like, I'm looking for these checks. So I grab the checks out my drawer, on my desk drawer, and I go copy the checks and I scan them to her. Well, next thing you know, she's like, Angel, where's this check for $3,555? And I'm like, well, I actually have a physical check right here. And so she comes up to my desk. The whole area is quiet. And she's like, do you have a physical check? And I'm like, yeah, I have it. It's right here. And she's like, Angel. She's like, the check hasn't been deposited in the bank. So she's loud. And my manager, I have a loud mouth ass manager. She's so fucking loud. She's like, Angel, this check has not been deposited into the bank. How do you think these payments are supposed to be getting to the bank? I said, I don't know. I wasn't aware. And she's yelling and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, damn, she hurt my feelings right now. She's sitting up here, she's yelling in front of a crowd of, 30 people, and she's embarrassing me.
And I would have told her ass, lower your tone.
But this
I don't give a fuck.
She's
go ahead.
Just loud, like she's literally just. This is her voice. She is, as long as I've known her, this bitch has always been loud. So next thing you know, she's like, "Do you have any more checks?" She's like, "Do you have any more checks?" And I was like, "No, nigga, I had a file cabinet full of checks." Okay, I'm like, "Oh my God, I just lied. I literally just lied because I'm so damn embarrassed right now." She sends me an email like, "Oh, Angel, how do you scan this check to me?" I was like, "Well, shit, I got the paper checks in my drawer, not the physical checks, but scan copies of the paper checks in my drawer." So I'm upset, I'm a little embarrassed. So then she obviously had emailed my direct manager, and she was like, I guess she said say something to her. And so he writes me an email like, Angel, from now on out, when you get the physical checks, send them to this individual, send them to that individual, therefore they could process it through the bank. I wrote him in reply. I was like, okay, I guess I should start looking for me a new job since I'm making so many errors right now. So I apologize for all the unnecessary work because at the end of the day, it was my fault. However, I did not get trained properly on how to do this. I was real embarrassed right now, and that shit really hurt my feelings how she came at me in front of everybody in the whole entire office. Next thing you know, he was like, no, you don't have to start looking for a new job. He was like, you just need to be careful, blah, 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 this and that. So maybe about an hour later, I finally got up the courage to email the head boss, like, look, I done found about, 6, 7 more physical checks. I'm going to delete them from the account and bring them to you so therefore you can process them, put them through the bank, and then I can re-add them on the account. She comes up to me before she even comes up to my desk. I heard her door open from her office. I tried to damn near run to the bathroom, but she walked so damn fast that I was like, damn, I wouldn't be able to make it to the bathroom sometimes she comes back. So instead I ended up meeting her with the physical checks, and she just nodded her head like shaking my damn head. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I apologize. Another coworker of mine come up and they're like, don't you just hate it when she comes at you with all of this and that? I was like, it was my fault. I messed up. She was like, oh. Next thing you know, I guess my direct manager emailed her what I said about me need to look for a new job, whatever like that. She came up to me. She was like, look, I believe in my heart that so-and-so and so-and-so did not train you on what to do with these checks. She was pretty much like, I apologize, and, you know, I'm sorry for embarrassing you. She's loud, as normal, as usual. And I'm just like, no,
she was loud saying that to you as well? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
lower your tone.
I'm like,
damn.
no, you good. You know, you ain't embarrassed me, even though I was so embarrassed. And that actually made me feel really good, like that she apologized. She knew that I wasn't trained. They don't want me to quit because I got to do a whole lot of work there. But at the end of the day, you know, I got this new job. I'm be going anyway. So. Y'all don't even know, fuck y'all, but it's okay. Right.
We can be fake.
I've been here for 2 years. Right, you can be fake. I've been here for 2 years. Don't try and keep me now, but that was so embarrassing. Like, and it was just like, how would I have known? Because when I brought the checks to her in her office, she was like, Angel, these are physical checks. How are they going to get to the bank? I'm looking like, I don't fucking know. They put the checks on my desk. Angel, put these in an account. That's it. Shit, what the fuck else am I supposed to do with them? I don't know. I've never, ever been taught. And that's one thing with people. Make sure that you check with your managers, too, because at the end of the day, people will literally set you up for failure. They will set you up because they don't want you to learn, because they don't want you to proceed, they don't want you to progress in your work area. And they will, and like literally she had since 5-something this morning, sending me emails back to back to back to back. Like, I need this check, I need this check, I need this check. And it's just like, okay, I have all these checks on my desk. But when she came at me, said all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm embarrassed. Then I realized that I had did something wrong, and that immediately made me freeze up like, oh, my God, like, this is horrible. You know, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask. And always, don't be like Angel Vondrina. Always ask questions. But at the end of the day, I did rectify the situation, and it was just horrible. And she trained me on the right process, even though, you know, she can be a bitch sometimes. But, guys, that's my confession for tonight. So before we end the show, I just want to let you guys know that you can always tune in again and check us out on Sunday. We will be here on Sunday. I can't believe it's going to be March 19th, halfway through the third month of the year. It's crazy. You can check us out at the same time on Sunday, say 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. And we want to hear from you. So if you got a confession, send us your confessions at confession2us@gmail.com. This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And this is your host, Jean Mosley. And also, before we end the show, I want to say, don't forget to, if you're on iTunes, subscribe, SoundCloud, follow, YouTube, follow, because we are updating, you know, right after the show.
Follow, subscribe.
Yes. And thank you all so much for your continued support. This is episode 44. Damn, we did this 44 times. Angelica, are you ready for this life?
Yes.
This annoying
yes,
ass show. No, I'm just playing. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And you are listening to the one and only Confession Session.